Peace, family. A couple of quick announcements before we start the program. First and foremost, I want to tell everybody about the 2020 Ascension Conference happening November 3rd in New York City. I advise everybody to come to New York City, and if you're unable to come, make sure you get the pay-per-view live stream. But it's going to be an absolutely amazing spiritual event. The best way for us to bring in 2020. We got Red Pill speaking, Blue Pill speaking, Sri Master Gano Grills, and Billy Carson, aka Forbidden Knowledge. You know, the brother has over 1 million subscribers on Instagram and throughout his networks, and you know, it's just going to be a magnificent spiritual event. Make sure you're there. That's in St. Francis College in Brooklyn, New York. Okay, besides that, make sure you support King Simon November 10th. He's having his 24th celebration in promotion and production, and he's going to have a list of speakers there, and it's going to be magnificent. I know my brother KT, the Arch Degree, will be in the building that day, as well as other speakers. Also, make sure you hit the brother up as far as numerology. He will help you in terms of that sign, so make sure you contact the brother in terms of that. Shout out to my brother Mike, who has the crowns. If you see my brother Styles P right here, but you'll see everybody wearing these crowns in the conscious community. Red Pill, Blue Pill, Sarnetta, everybody got these crowns, and I advise you to get yours. All right. Besides that, I want to give a shout out to Lisa Brown. She has the best Kemetic yoga mats in the world, and everybody's getting them at this point, so I advise you to get yours, and make sure you get your yoga on. Shout out to Parindra Rajadeep, who got the organic products as far as stimulating growth, as far as alopecia, pain relief, and other things. Make sure you contact these individuals for help with that. Besides that, make sure you hit up riversideTaiChi.com for the joint balance formula. This has been selling great on the website. Glucose support formula, that's something else that's real good for stable blood sugar, so make sure you contact the brother for that as well. All right, family, besides that, we're going to get to the program. Peace, family. I'm with Unc Rising Sun. This is Brother Rich, and we're gearing up for the 2020 Ascension Conference, November 3rd. The brother just gave me some precious, how you say that? Precious jewelry.
Ancient future magnetics.
Yo, the brother got this new technology that's absolutely amazing. What trade you said you was in, that Dr. Sabi was in, that you know?
We both were in the steam plant operating field. Dr. Sabi used the same principles of acid alkalinity with steam boiler operations, and he carried that over into health, understanding the principles. You got to keep your plumbing, your capillaries, your veins clear of mucus. In hot water tanks, in feed water lines, the buildup of rust and minerals in the tubing is called caustic embrittlement. And that will cause a weakening of the metal tubes. In the physical human body, the buildup of plaque, mucus, unhealthy cholesterol will cause a reduction of capillary flow to the brain, to the extremities, and cause an increase in blood pressure. Blood pressure increases due to fat blocking the capillary flow. So like a garden hose being squeezed, the pressure goes up. It has been found, even in Science magazine, that magnets reduce the plaque flow and increase the capillary and arterial flow 20 to 30%. Look it up. Science magazine. I want to give also acknowledgement to Lester Loving, because he brought to my attention the ancient Egyptian, ancient Kemetic application of magnets in a particular arrangement can not only magnetize your blood, but also increase your psychic gifts and whatever your spiritual talents you were born with. Brother Rich, we have different types of magnets here on the table for everything from magnetizing your water, your food, and even magnet massage. We right now having a crisis with so many of our family members having a stroke, having heart attacks, having diabetes,
high blood pressure,
and it's all due to the blood being too thick to be healthy. So this event, November 3rd, I am going to give free demonstrations on how you can magnetize your blood, and we'll also have magnetic bracelets of various types so that your blood on your wrist can be magnetized to restore free-flowing health, strength, vitality, memory, intuition to fulfill your life destiny.
Listen, this is so important because they recently started banning organ pyramids on Etsy. Yeah, on Etsy they started banning the organ pyramids. So I'm glad you went into the science of it, and I'm glad you talked about how Dr. Sebi knew the science of it, because this is not something, this is science.
This is science.
This is science, something we could research and study.
Yes.
So not only, family, are we going to have amazing lectures, but during the break and during the intermission, this brother, Unc Rising Son, is going to be doing live demonstrations of what he's talking about. So the family out there, if you're coming from out of town or if you're in town, this is something you don't want to miss 1 minute of. Not only are you getting amazing information from world-class speakers, but you're getting amazing demonstrations in the vending area, in the hallway. So this is, what's that right there, my brother? I know you're going to have that on hand.
You can use, at first I want to say to all the customers, Brother Rich, I want to thank you for your patience, because yes, I am a one-man operation, so I do juggle product development while also filling orders. So if you ordered, I will make it with the latest innovation and technology. Crystals can be amplified with the correct layers of magnets. Crystals can be activated with the correct placement of magnets, because when crystals were in the earth, that's when they were fed by the magnetism of Mother Earth. So just taking a crystal out of the earth and saying, oh, this crystal is going to do my bidding, is like taking the baby out the bathwater and saying it's going to wrap himself in the towel. You have to apply magnets correctly so that the crystal can be fed and will assist you in your bidding. Nikola Tesla, God bless him, said that crystals are another form of life that humans presently do not understand. So here I have on different prototypes, but I will have these available as first time presenting it to the public
at the conference.
At the conference. I haven't even put this on the website yet. This is going to be a first time with the magnetic bracelets and the crystal magnetic necklace.
Why that shape? Why that spiral?
Everything in nature, from the galaxies to our bloodstream, spirals. So this configuration is like a canoe having a paddle pushing the water so that the canoe travels through the water. In the same way, this is almost like a magnetic engine. This configuration is done intentionally. And what I noticed, Brother Rich and family, for all of you innovators, look at the crop circles. Look at the flower of life.
Right.
All that sacred geometry is symbols that say, hey, create in the form of crop circles. Create in the form of snowflakes. Use magnets with crystals in the form of snowflakes. Six-sided sacred geometry.
Now, what is this you gave me right here, my brother?
Now, this is a copper magnetic bracelet with a combination of magnets that are the same recipe from the Temple of Isis. This will magnetize Brother Rich's blood 3 times a minute, dissolving any undesirable fat. He don't look like he's fat, y'all. He definitely look like he just finished doing several rounds in the gym. However, magnetism, North Pole magnets is alkaline, South Pole magnets is acid, but there's another level where you can combine them to dance in your cells. And this is cutting edge information that's happening in our community and in the world, because magnetism, if you use it correctly, you can have a certain level of anti-gravity. And this is not from me. This is from Boyd Bushman. Look him up on YouTube. Boyd Bushman. Lockheed Martin, he speaks of having two like fields squeezed together, and it reduces gravitational pull. So when you throw a magnet like that off of a building, it floats compared to the speed that a rock drops. Also look up Ben Rich. He talks about we already have the technology, talking about Lockheed Martin, having the technology to travel to the stars, because they've been reverse engineering anti-gravity ships since the 1940s.
Wow, man.
So magnetism, also, I want to share this. Magnetism is connected with aging. Our bodies are aging because of insufficient magnetism. So you can use magnets to reduce pain, swelling, inflammation, fibroids, tumors. And for men, you'll learn at this event happening at the conference November 3rd, you will learn how to use a magnet to reduce any swelling of the prostate gland so that your urine flow can be restored to normal. Women can use, for small cysts, women can use magnets, and we'll have the magnets available that they can place in their bra to remove any cysts or fibroids. But if you have an emotional energy that needs to be removed, you need something more than magnet therapy, because the cyst, because it's emotional, will move to another area of the body. You can also use magnets to stimulate the pineal gland. You can use it to stimulate the heart chakra. It's more important to stimulate the heart chakra than the pineal gland.
So you're also going to demonstrate at the conference how to magnetize our water, you're saying?
Yes, because when you magnetize water, the water surface tension is reduced.
We're like 80% water.
Yes.
Yeah.
And with the flow of water being easier to travel through the body, that allows capillary flow to the toes and the fingers. Especially in our community, many people are borderline diabetic or diabetes. And what that will lead to is kidney failure. So you have renal centers happening all over New York City because people's blood has gotten too thick to pass through their kidneys, so they have kidney failure. Whether you have healthy kidneys or if you're over the age of 25, you need to have magnetized water, juice, and food, because the environment is toxic. As John Harris said years ago, we're living in a toxic zone. So you need to have a magnet to know how to, say if you have a trauma to your hand or your foot, how to use the north side of the magnet. And I'm working on printing this book out for y'all, family, because I want to pass you the baton. This is magnetism traveling straight through my hand, straight through my fingers. This is what we should be aware of, how to magnetize the spine and mind so you can achieve your dreams, goals, and desires.
Man, I can't wait for you. So you're bringing all of this November.
I'm bringing it all out. I'm bringing the magnetic bracelets. I'm bringing the magnetic discs that you can use to magnetize your water. And also, I will put together a pamphlet so that you'll know how to use the magnet for pain relief, increase meditation, and magnetize your blood, magnetize your life. So bracelets, crystal magnetic technology will be introduced for the first time.
First time ever.
Ever at Brother Rich's event. If you don't have a pistol, you know
get a crystal.
Get a crystal.
Yo, this is gonna be amazing, man. This is even better than what I thought it would be, my brother. Family, if you in the area, if you're in New York, you don't want to miss this. The brother's gonna be doing live demonstrations the entire day. He has products that have never before been seen in the world, and I just advise all y'all to be there. I'm good.
This is a crystal that recharges the kidneys. It's one of the oldest crystals on the planet. And I want to acknowledge Ross Ben. We'll have
Ross Ben gonna be in the building too.
Yeah.
I forgot to Ross, yo, family. You don't want to miss it.
Ross Ben brought the information about Numite. This is the oldest crystal and the darkest crystal on the planet, that when you wear it or have it in your pocket, it will restore help restore your kidneys. Now, if you're under medical treatment, I always say, make sure that you have the clearance of your medical doctor, because if a woman's pregnant or if you have a pacemaker, you have to be very careful with a magnet, a high-powered magnet, because you don't want a distortion around the fetus from the magnet. And you don't want to have a magnet near the pacemaker, because it will cause it to reset. In other words, shut off the pacemaker. So you want to be careful. Start with magnets that are ceramic magnets before you do neodymium.
Once again, brother, I want to thank you, man, for coming on the show. Oh, man, I can't wait. For November 3rd, I can't wait. I got my water over there sitting on the magnet right now. Show the people what we got under the essential water right there.
This is a magnetic arrangement from ancient Kemet to magnetize the water.
They can't see it. Pick it up real quick.
Here's one right here. There you go.
Now, I got my water sitting on that right there.
Taste it. See how it tastes. It's charged up now.
So I'd rather wait, because I want to enjoy it. I don't want to taste it, then get right back to asking questions.
Sip and tape. Sip and tape.
Sip and tape.
Sip and tape. Sip your magnetized water and tape the program. No, it's just joking. Yeah.
Magnetized water, is that the same as just having water that's pH is an 8 or a 9? Is it the same thing?
This is actually the way Mother Nature magnetizes, creates alkaline water, is with the magnetism of the earth and the crystals along the beaches.
When it comes out the rocks, and when it comes out, that's what's magnetized.
Right. You're not using a Kangen or Jupiter Orion alkaline machine to alkalize the oceans and the rivers. Mother Nature used magnetism and crystals along with minerals like black salt, black Himalayan salt. A slight pinch of black Himalayan salt in your water will alkalize your water and give you the minerals necessary. Dr. Sebi also touched on the benefits of black Himalayan salt.
I've heard of Himalayan salt, but you saying black
Himalayan salt?
Where I get that from? I don't see that.
Well, you can order it anywhere. You can order on Amazon. Black Himalayan salt has sulfur in it, and it's even better. You only need a pinch, because it has an eggy flavor from the sulfur, and it will alkalize water. The water that we're buying in the bottles nowadays, they're using lye, potassium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide to alkalize your water so that it stays in the bottle in an alkaline state for weeks or months. It is not the natural way to have alkalinity in water, but being that the masses are quacking to the beat to alkaline water, they said, hey, all we have to do is add a little potassium hydroxide, that's lye, or sodium hydroxide to the water, so that you can have alkaline water. And you can use magnets to organically alkalize your water. And we're going to touch on that at the event, November 3rd.
Man, November 3rd, family, be there or be square. This is Brother Rich, Unc Rising Sun. We signing out, family.
Orgone, the number 4, u.com. Orgone, O-R-G-O-N-E, the number 4, Y-O-U.com. Healingwaterbottle.com. And I have a humble presence on YouTube, magnets, crystals, and pyramids, and also on Blog Talk, the same thing. Thank you, Brother Rich.
You also getting ready to do an interview with Blue Pill and them, right?
On Monday.
Right.
Blog Talk. I want to have Billy Carson on too.
I'm gonna talk to him.
I want to have Billy Carson. Want to have Red Pill, Blue Pill, and also I spoke to Sri Master Gano. Will be on the show on Monday, and he gave an excellent recommendation that the listening audience drinks cranberry juice so that you can keep your arteries and your capillaries and your veins clear. Sri Master Gano says drink cranberry juice to keep your circulation going. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Peace. Peace, family. A couple of quick announcements before we start the program. First and foremost, I want to tell everybody about the 2020 Ascension Conference happening November 3rd in New York City. I advise everybody to come to New York City, and if you're unable to come, make sure you get the pay-per-view live stream. But it's going to be an absolutely amazing spiritual event. The best way for us to bring in 2020. We got Red Pill speaking, Blue Pill speaking, Sri Master Gano Grills, and Billy Carson, aka Forbidden Knowledge. You know, the brother has over 1 million subscribers on Instagram and throughout his networks. And you know, it's just going to be a magnificent spiritual event. Make sure you're there. That's in St. Francis College in Brooklyn, New York. Okay, besides that, make sure you support King Simon November 10th. He's having his 24th celebration in promotion and production, and he's going to have a list of speakers there, and it's going to be magnificent. I know my brother KT, the Arch Degree, will be in the building that day, as well as other speakers. Also, make sure you hit the brother up as far as numerology. He will help you in terms of that sign, so make sure you contact the brother in terms of that. Shout out to my brother Mike, who has the crowns. If you see my brother Styles P right here, but you'll see everybody wearing these crowns in the conscious community. Red pill, blue pill, Sarnetta, everybody got these crowns, and I advise you to get yours. All right. Besides that, I want to give a shout out to Lisa Brown. She has the best Kemetic yoga mats in the world, and everybody's getting them at this point, so I advise you to get yours, and make sure you get your yoga on. Shout out to Parindra Rajadeep, who got the organic products as far as stimulating growth, as far as alopecia, pain relief, and other things. Make sure you contact these individuals for help with that. Besides that, make sure you hit up riversideTaiChi.com for the joint balance formula. This has been selling great on the website. Glucose support formula, that's something else that's real good for stable blood sugar, so make sure you contact the brother for that as well. All right, family, besides that, we're going to get to the program.